Okay, so here we go with FP1 from summer 2013 with my AS Further Maths class.
Whoa! Yeah.
Great, right. So question 6 on the paper was the loci question. The Argand diagram above shows a half line and a circle. Circle has centre 3i and passes through the origin. So remember, the complex number form of the circle has to be in the form z minus a equals r, where a is the centre of the circle. And actually it's an easy one in this case, because a is just under one number, so a is 3i. That's it. So it's going to be z minus 3i, and that's going to be equal to the radius of this circle, which is 3. And there we go, we've got 2 marks just for writing that down. We also need to talk about the argument, and the argument, we need to know about the angle. Now again, you could do some working out to get this, but actually you can see it from the diagram, can't you, what's going on with this. For every one across, it's going 1 up. That angle there, well, we need to give our angle in radians form. So that angle is 45 degrees, isn't it? Every 1 up across, you're going 1 up. So in radians, that's, at this point you say what that is in radians.
Pi and 4.
Yeah, great work. There we go. And so when we talk about this one, we say the argument of, again it's z minus a that we need to put in there, so z minus 3i is equal to pi by 4. There we go, and that was all you had to do for the first 4 marks. The question then says, write down the inequalities that define the region shaded in the diagram. The shaded region includes the boundaries. Now that little bracket bit at the end is just telling us we're going to use or equal to inequality signs because it includes the boundaries. So if we look at what's happening there, we've kind of got 2 things happening at once. They're shaded inside the circle. So the first thing, in order to make sure that we're shading inside the circle, we take the circle equation and say that z minus 3i, the modulus of z minus 3i is going to be less than or equal to 3. So that's the first statement that we need to make. And also, we're shading above that line, but not beyond that point. So the argument of our line, the argument has got to be more than that was, which is pi by 4, and less than that one. And that would be pi by 2, wouldn't it? So the argument has got to be greater than or equal to pi by 4, and less than or equal to pi by 2. And both of these things are going to be satisfied, so really we ought to write the word and, but the marks doesn't really care whether you put the word and in there or not. You just needed to show both of those. Okay? And that was 7 marks, wasn't it? And now what happens, this is the first video of this class, so I've got to explain. I say, and that's maths, and then you stop the video. And that's maths. Johnny, you stop.